Hello, my name is Jon Suzuki. I'm a LANAPer and I use the neodymium mag laser. I hold clinical professorships at Nova Southeastern University in Florida, the University of Maryland in Baltimore, and the University of Washington in Seattle. I also hold emeritus professorship positions at Temple University's School of Medicine and Temple University School of Dentistry. My disclaimer is everything I say for the next 2 to 3 minutes in no way represents the policies nor the opinions of these 4 universities. Secondly, I'm an FDA dental products appointee. And once again, in no way will my remarks reflect the opinions nor the policies of the FDA. The topic I'd like to discuss briefly with you today is the issue of metals and the impact on the immune response. There's growing concerns among the FDA to call a large panel of experts on November 12th and November 13th in 2019 in Washington, D.C. It was an open hearing so that hundreds of the public were allowed to attend. But basically the issue was to hear the concerns of the public, hear the concerns of different manufacturers, hear the concerns of the FDA on the impact of metals on the host response and potentially eliciting allergic reactions, even autoimmune responses, and perhaps chronic inflammation. The 3 basic categories of implants are chrome cobalt, hip transplants, including TMJ and knee. The second impact potentially could be metal IUDs. 750,000 females in the United States and around the world have some form of metal IUD. The third category are dental implants. All of these metals allegedly have been reported by the public, some of them published, that may elicit the immune response, and some of them such a degree that it's debilitating and chronically impacting on the patient's overall health. So therefore, the immune response of these particular products needs to be focused and identified and able to be rectified and prevented in the future. Specifically with regard to dental implants, it appears that titanium corrosion products elicited by many different initiatives, but titanium corrosion products coming off the surfaces of a surgically placed titanium implant may in fact contribute to the demise of a successful dental implant. It appears that at least some lasers, one reported in the literature, but at least some lasers may actually help and minimize or remove the potential of titanium corrosion products. Much more research needs to be explored regarding the potential of lasers to arrest this potentially debilitating condition. As recently as April or May of 2020, the FDA, using its panel of members and working very closely together with the National Institutes of Health, especially NAID, specifically may look at the products of metals specifically that may initiate immune responses, and other aspects of research that may be explored are the exact immune mechanisms involved, such as different types of macrophages, neutrophils, lymphocytes, gangliotic cells, antibodies, and other more specific details of the allergic response that could get out of check or perhaps even cause damage. Worse yet, an autoimmune response could develop. There has been in the literature reported on 10 cases at Acta Dental School in Netherlands that in fact 10 patients with different metal implants have a very severe allergic response, so severe it became systemic manifestations. When the metal implants were removed, the allergic response subsided, improved, and the patient returned to optimum health. So there's where the current issues lie. And of course, much of the research contingent on funding by the federal government for the budget for 2021. As a specific piece of information for practicing dentists, what are these concerns and what do they mean? It means that the FDA will be planning on working closely with the NIH to help rectify, identify, diagnose, and treat the problem. It really will not mean, in my opinion, a recall of dental implants, nor even changing the surfaces of the metal implant, but rather exploring in the oral cavity and perhaps elsewhere what specific mechanisms are causing corrosion of the metals and possibly linking it to that aspect of the immune response. Thank you very much for hearing me.